Okay, y'all, we are back in the kitchen today and we are whipping up some delicious, easy, fun breakfast recipes. Not your average ones that you normally reach for, but I have a feeling these might become some of your favorites. Y'all know I'm a big breakfast girl, so I'm very excited. And this first recipe is probably the easiest and the one that I am looking the most forward to. So this first one's gonna be a breakfast style pigs in a blanket, and all you need is 2 ingredients. So a can of cinnamon rolls, and then you'll need some sausage links. Now to make this really easy, you can go ahead and get like the fully cooked one, so you don't have to like cook the bacon, the sausage, and that will make it really simple. But we happen to have these, so I'm gonna go ahead and cook up our sausage links, and then we're gonna wrap our cinnamon rolls around them. We're just gonna cook all of our sausage links, but they all fit.
Well, the good thing about that is eventually we will have fully cooked, ready to serve sausage links at our disposal.
Smart, Bunky. Then we can make these like again later in the week. Now we just let our sausage links cool off for a little bit. If you're doing the ones that are already fully cooked, they're gonna be cold out of the fridge and you don't have to heat them up or anything. But since ours were hot, we let them cool before we put our cinnamon rolls around them. Now also, 2 ways you can do this. If you have the cinnamon rolls that like literally roll up, like you can unroll them, if that makes sense, you can just take that and kind of like unroll them and then wrap it around the sausage link. Or if you have the ones that are just the actual almost like biscuit, I guess, you can just kind of like flatten it out and then roll that around the sausage link. We're not sure which ones we have. Ooh. These do not unroll, but save your sauce because we're gonna use this on top, which that's why I feel like I'm gonna love these so much, because I love like okay, I've seen people make pancakes and then like roll the sausage link in that.
Oh yeah.
So same thing, like I love that sweet and savory. It is like, oh. I went ahead and did one so I could just like use it as our trial to make sure it's gonna work, and it's literally perfect. So this is what we're looking for. So take your cinnamon roll, and I'm just like flattening it with my hands pretty flat, and then sausage link in the center, wrap, pinch together, done. So easy.
This is wild.
It's gonna be so good. Okay, so 2 things about these. First, I don't eat pigs in a blanket because, you know, I don't like hot dogs really. So this is my kind of pigs in a blanket. Like for the first time in my whole life, I'm gonna get to enjoy what one would call a pig in a blanket. Second thing is, I feel like this would be a really good like breakfast prep recipe. You can make a lot of these, and then if you have like kiddos or you guys are busy on the go, work, things like that, you could just pop them in the fridge or the freezer and then heat them up and have like a really great easy breakfast. Or I feel like this is a really good like Saturday morning breakfast, you know?
Mm-hmm. So like, you know how this is a play off of the pigs in a blanket, and the pig in a blanket uses a hot dog?
Yeah.
I feel like with some of these, like say for example this one, it kind of looks like they have spots. Isn't that funny? Like some of, like, you know how dogs are like all different, and like some of them have spots and some of them don't.
Bunky, the things that are like in your imagination, it just like sometimes it's just so funny because like I would never think of that, but I love how your imagination is so imaginative.
Yeah, they're like family members right now. I feel like we're family.
I cannot. Okay, let me just tell y'all, these are going in the oven at 325 for like 20 to 25 minutes, and then basically you want this cinnamon roll to be, you know, cooked and golden brown. So we'll check on them like in 20 minutes. You are a mess. The things that are just in that brain.
If only y'all could go in there with me. Also, I rearranged the placement of each one of those little wiener dogs into perfect formation on that baking sheet because they wanted to be spaced evenly, so they all had plenty of room to grow together.
Monkey.
They're like puppies right now, and they're gonna grow.
Oh my God.
They're gonna transform into just majestic adults.
We no longer have pigs in the blanket. We have puppies. They're also wiener dogs.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, they look perfect.
Oink, oink.
Oh my gosh, I cannot with you. These look perfect and they smell so good. We ended up flipping them like seam side down. I don't think it would have mattered, but. That's a fancy little breakfast.
That is.
That was extremely easy to make. Okay, but we're not done because we have to drizzle our glaze over top. Oh my word. Is this not insane?
I'll be digging in the bottom of that bowl, getting all that goodness that collects.
I mean, this just looks amazing. Friends, my mouth is watering so much. Like, this is gonna be, I think, one of my very favorite breakfasts of all time.
Well, I was just thinking, you know, while these are in the oven, get yourself some scrambled eggs going on the side, and you have got
Perfection.
a full-blown meal. Well, this is fantastic, right? And I feel like if you were planning on having sausage links and cinnamon rolls for breakfast,
Might as well do it this way.
you might as well just take the sausage and wrap it in the cinnamon roll and then have pickup food, you know?
Right. I like that you kind of like get the cinnamon roll first, and then you just get that bite of like salty, delicious sausage.
Seriously, it's really nice, like in the mind, you know, like
Yeah. It's like you get each flavor and then you kind of get them like all together at the end. Okay. I have to say, one of like my favorite breakfasts, because it just kind of embodies all the things in one. It is so easy to make. Like I said, you can meal prep these. They're amazing. Everyone in your family is gonna love this recipe. Now, these next two breakfast recipes, Bunky is the one that actually picked them out. And this one is like right up his alley. Actually, our last recipe that we're gonna make is like a Bunky recipe for breakfast. Cause you know, I'm the breakfast person, Bunky really isn't. But that breakfast, that's all you.
I like special breakfast stuff, you know? Like, I'm not just scrambled eggs, bacon, pancake. I can appreciate those things.
I like you like onions, peppers, salsa, that kind of thing.
Yeah, very hearty, flavorful breakfast.
But this one, I can get down with, okay? Even though it's more of a Bunky recipe, we're gonna make a peanut butter jelly French toast. Like, ooh, that sounds so good. And when it's like warm and gooey and you open it up and that peanut butter and jelly is like melted in there, can you even?
I cannot.
Like, it's going to be insanely good. So I'm just gonna whip up like my usual really easy French toast batter. So I'm gonna do 2 eggs. Woo. I'm gonna add in a splash of milk, probably like a, I don't know, 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup. That's probably good.
There we go.
And then we're gonna add in about a tablespoon of vanilla extract. And then I like to do a little bit of nutmeg and a little bit of cinnamon. I was telling Bunky, if we had pumpkin pie spice, you could totally make like some...
'Tis the season.
Yeah, pumpkin pie, French toast. Although, if you can't tell, we've changed set here. We like decorate for Christmas overnight because it is officially November, so there is Christmas behind me. So just a little sprinkle of nutmeg. And then I kind of like a good amount of cinnamon.
Oh, well, you just went in with it.
Oh, I could go in with more, honestly. That's like my favorite part. Okay, whisk that together. That little yolk is like being stubborn. Now, if you ask me, any good French toast starts with brioche bread. That is just what I prefer whenever I'm making French toast. And let me just tell you this too. I am someone that absolutely loves French toast, but I almost never order it if we like go out for breakfast. And I feel like it is very rare that we even make it. Maybe like one time a year. So I need to make more French toast in my life. Now, Bunky, you get our pan heating up back there.
Okay.
When we say this is like an easy recipe, like it's the easiest. Could not be more simple. We are just gonna build a PB&J on our brioche bun on our brioche bread. Now, when my mom and dad were with us camping recently, my mom was saying something about how I think my dad doesn't like the way she does his peanut butter and jelly. Something about he likes the jelly in the mid. I can't remember exactly what she said. And I thought to myself, how many ways is there to make a peanut butter and jelly? Like, you just put peanut butter on one side and jelly on the other.
No, it's a finicky sandwich.
Yeah, but apparently people have, like, ideas of, like, you know, how it should be.
Well, I don't remember exactly what was said, but I think what you might be referring to is if with peanut butter and jelly, if you don't keep that jelly centralized towards the middle of the sandwich, then you have the jelly squeeze.
Is this a term you made up?
I just made that up, yeah. But you don't want to be eating your peanut butter and jelly, and then as you're biting it, you have jelly coming out the back and the sides of the sandwich getting all over your paws, you know?
I did not know this, because if I'm being honest with y'all, like, I normally just eat like a peanut butter sandwich. I'm not really that big on jelly.
See, like with peanut butter jelly sandwiches, if you keep the jelly kind of centralized, like I said, you can kind of bite the middle and then go over to the crusty edges, you know, and then come back to the middle for a little bit more jelly. Go back to the outer edge for the peanut butter bread action.
Interesting. I did not know it was like all this.
It is an artful sandwich, actually. You know another thing I think too?
What?
I think we're taking two special but sometimes underappreciated things and combining them into one, and then they're just going to be up here.
That is so true, Bunky.
Oh yeah.
Now also, I don't know if this is like important to y'all, but like, you know, are you kind of funny about your jelly? Like, do you prefer strawberry, grape? What's your favorite? You gotta tell us in the comments.
You know, I actually thought about that too, Bunk.
Oh, you did?
I did. Because I feel like, personally, there's a fear and hesitation to the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because the first thing that comes to most people's minds is probably Concord grape jelly, which is not the way that I want to go.
Oh.
I want to go raspberry or strawberry as we have here.
Right. This is strawberry. Also, my dad's like a peanut butter connoisseur. Peanut butter and jelly. Like, he loves it, okay? Am I keeping this like centralized?
He's a peanut butter lover.
He is. Is that good? Is that what you mean? So it's not on the edges?
Yeah, that's good. I think with this though too, because it's going to be coated in that eggy custard.
You want more?
It's actually going to hold it in a little bit. Yeah, you can do a little bit. Just a little bit more.
Well, let me just say this too. My dad loves creamy peanut butter, and I do not, but I love extra crunchy peanut butter. I need all the crunch in there. Now we're just going to put our PB&J together, and then we're going to coat this in our French toast mixture.
I gotta say, as I cut through this with the knife, that I could just feel the texture channeling through the knife up into my body.
Oh my gosh, you're hilarious. It like really melted that like peanut butter.
Oh yeah, and I mean everything's just come together and disappeared within those two pieces of brioche.
You gotta add powdered sugar and syrup, you know.
Oh my
goodness.
It's
a must.
I feel like if you want to really make a special birthday breakfast or for any loved one, any time you want to really go just slightly above and beyond.
That is so sweet, Bunky.
This would be a great way to do that.
Yeah, you could like put a candle in the middle of that thing. It's like a little birthday morning cake.
This is absolute perfection.
Like, this is a breakfast you want to eat.
There will never be, I think from this point forward, anytime I'm having French toast, this is how it's going to have to be.
Wow.
There's no going back.
So this is like a favorite breakfast for you.
Oh my goodness. You offer me this for breakfast and I'm going to always say yes. I'm going to say, yeah, I think I would like some breakfast today.
I feel like it's just the best spin on French toast, like on a classic. Like how you were saying, two great things that are underappreciated come together as one.
It really, really is. Like, this is delightful.
Okay, sweet man, tell us what we're doing today. What are we making?
Today we are having a recipe that was inspired by my recent meal at 828 Cafe in Franklin.
Ooh.
Because I had those breakfast nachos, and then I was like, what can we have that's kind of similar to that, you know?
Yeah.
Huevos rancheros.
Ooh, this is Bunky's recipe. I told him I was going to make this video, and he was like, wait, I want to make this recipe, so it's all you.
Y'all get to see me do my fine work.
That's right. Currently, Bunky is dicing up a jalapeno really finely. I feel like,
and I'm about to wash my hands because I'm a little bit afraid right now to touch anything.
Because it's so hot?
Yeah.
Something that I love about you when you cook is like, you prepare everything. It's so organized. I wish I was that way.
Well, you know, I think one of the best things you can do in the kitchen is have a plan to some extent. Because the last thing you want to do is be like halfway through a recipe cooking this or that and then be like, oh no, I don't have this ready to go. And then you got something cooking in a pan that you're supposed to have added something to 5 minutes ago, but then...
That happens to me every day.
This is why I'm here. So, for our Huevos Rancheros bake, we're gonna start by taking tostadas, corn tostadas, and laying them down here. And then over here, I already have some refried beans that have been warmed for the ease of spreadability.
Yes.
And then we're gonna take some enchilada sauce, drizzle.
Woo, this is gonna be good.
We're gonna spread some beans. We're gonna place some cheese, and then we're gonna repeat trace times.
Wow.
And we want full coverage, friends.
3 times, I'm just not sure that this thing's big enough.
This is gonna get interesting. Well, I just feel like this is where I'm kind of...
Well, he's kind of making this recipe up on his own.
on the fly. Well, I feel like this is where I feel like the challenge is gonna be. Is like, how are you gonna spread refried beans across all of this? You know what I mean?
See, I think that you should like take a whole one, spread your beans, lay it down.
Oh, that's smart. Let's do that.
See, this is why we need each other. Tell you what though, I just want to like put some hot sauce on those, sprinkle in a little pepper jack or Monterey Jack, and then eat it on that tostada. I could just eat that.
You know what I do like? Like when you do go to a Mexican restaurant and they have like the queso that is like cheese and beans.
Oh, that is my favorite.
Combined.
Yes.
That is good.
I love your even spread, Bunky. Like that is absolutely perfection.
All right, next we're going in with our red enchilada sauce. Not all of it.
Just like a third, right?
Yeah, just enough to kind of get some good coverage there. Because I feel like towards the end, actually, you could lay more or like use more of the red sauce because it's going to find its way down anyway.
Right,
you know?
right.
And then coming in with a nice layer of your sprinkly cheese. The recommended cheese flavor here is Colby Jack, but we have this taco cheese in the fridge already shredded for us, so I'm just gonna use that here.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
I might just do 2 layers of this actually.
I felt like 3 was kind of crazy, but...
Now this one, the good crumbly white stuff.
This is called queso fresco.
Let's see if we can actually get this to crumble. Oh, look at that. It's just like raining cheese.
That's the good stuff right there. Okay, so that completes like the entire layer.
Step 1, and then repeat. This is our improvisation.
Yes.
Because, well, fresh jalapenos I think are delicious, but I like a good, slightly cooked jalapeno too.
Bunny's only put on half of it because I want half without jalapenos. But you could use these as like a fresh topping if you don't want to cook them. But I just feel like by cooking them, they're going to soften up a little bit and it'll just be really good on there. So that's it, right? We just put this in the oven.
That's it. Throw it in.
And then once this comes out, we're gonna add our eggs and other things, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Next stop, fried eggs.
I thought you said over easy.
Well, I'm gonna do.
I would prefer fried.
I know you want probably like whole fried, like fried egg. I'm gonna do it over medium.
Okay, but I have to say too, something that I like about this recipe and the way that we're doing it, because you're not like putting the eggs on there and then baking it, right? Like they're just gonna go on top. So really you can make this and have like whatever kind of eggs you want to on top. Normally I love scrambled, so like I could scramble them and then just add that. Or if you like a fried egg or over easy, it's nice that like everybody can kind of choose what kind of egg they want.
Yeah, and basically like what's in the oven right now is kind of just the base, really. And then you're topping it how you please, you know? Like,
right, and I don't think that we told y'all this, but we baked it at 375 for like 20 to 25 minutes.
oh, baby.
That looks good, Bunk.
Tell me.
You did that. Wow, that enchilada sauce and then that like queso fresco.
And the beans in there though.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about the beans. Bunky, you have outdone yourself.
This is like gonna be so good, Bonk.
I am like so proud of you because I feel like you basically made up this recipe.
Well, I found some inspiration from a few places, but this is like...
It's beautiful. It looks good. I love that the tostada is kind of like cooked down.
You just wait until you see our little sour cream going on.
Wow.
We hit it with a little avocado.
Oh my word.
A little feathered avocado action. And then a sprinkling of cilantro.
I gotta say, this is not your average breakfast. It's like better than what you make for breakfast.
The best part. Let's see if we nailed it. Are we ready to dive in?
Yeah, you go ahead and taste test while I get my plate.
Let me see if we got what we were going for.
We're having breakfast for dinner, by the way, which, you know, I already like, that is near and dear to my heart.
Mm-hmm.
That enchilada sauce was spicy.
You know what's spicy?
The jalapenos.
The jalapenos.
Oh my gosh. We made a soup recipe this week, which y'all see later. And Bunky put all the like seeds from this pepper. It was so spicy.
Mm-hmm. I even took the seeds out of this jalapeno, actually.
The enchilada sauce was like the medium, so it does have a little kick.
That beany cheesiness, the egg, some nice cooling sour cream avocado. It's good?
Oh man, okay. I love the beans.
I like beans too.
The bean cheese enchilada combination, so good. I love the egg and sour cream on top. Like that is delicious. Like I don't have jalapenos on mine, but I like that we use the enchilada sauce that had a little bit of spice. Because I like that it gives it that little bit of heat. I feel like it almost needs it because like without it, there's not a lot of like flavors going into this.
Yeah.
So it gives it like even more flavor. All right, so there you have it, 3 not your average breakfast recipes. I hope you guys will try these and enjoy them as much as Bunky and I have. These have been so fun to make and so easy, so delicious. Y'all are gonna love them. So I'll have all 3 recipes down below for you. As always, if you're new around here, we'd love for you to join our family. So before you leave, hit that subscribe button, give this one a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.